Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see on my thumbnail, today we will talk about Clara, one of the characters that been released long time ago. Yeah, she's been there since this game released, but she doesn't get much attention since she really need to get a proper build to make use her well. So she doesn't get much attention by many players out there. Then why I'm talking about her right now? Because since update 2.0 a few weeks ago, apparently this character become better and worth to build since so many things happen in the latest update. And now she's pretty good, I think. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, before we talk more about Clara, I want to explain a bit why she is so much better now. The first is her updated relic. Before update 2.0 a few weeks ago, Clara would use an old relic called Champion of Streetwise Boxing. This relic actually fit with Clara since this relic will increases physical damage by 10% and would increases attack by 25% for the rest of the battle. But nowadays, not many people use this relic anymore since there is a new relic that more suitable for her. The second thing is because there is a new mode called Pure Fiction which forces us to put any character that have follow-up attacks on the team. Since Clara's counter counted as follow-up attacks, then lots of people starting to build her and use her on Pure Fiction. Many sources put her on SS tier since she can easily become your carry on that mode. First is her basic attack. As usual, it's just doing normal physical damage equal to 50% of Clara's attack to a single enemy. Her basic attack is the latest thing you do if you don't have SP at all. So you should prepare some SP when you get Clara's turn. Next thing is her skill. Her skill will deal physical damage equal to 60% of Clara's attack to all enemies and deals extra 60% of Clara's attack to enemies with mark of counter. All marks of counter will be removed after skill is used. This skill is actually quite good. The damage is quite high, plus it's an AoE attack, so it's pretty useful on Pure Fiction. But the downside is the mark of counter will be removed after this skill is used. So if you can make her into Eidolons 1, definitely make her more useful and more powerful. Now let's talk about her ultimate. After Clara uses ultimate, damage dealt to her is reduced by an additional 15% and she has greatly increased chance of being attacked by enemies for 2 turns. And when an ally is attacked, Clara will launch an enhanced counter and its damage multiplier on the enemy increases by 96% and its adjacent target take 50% of damage dealt to the target enemy. This thing is the main reason why Clara is good at Pure Fiction, because you can spam follow-up attacks through her ultimate and spam bonus damage given. Her counter dealt a lot too, so you can definitely bring her to anywhere you want. Next, we will talk about her talent. Her talent is the second thing why Clara is so good. Yes, because her counter. Her talent will let her to reduce the damage taken by 10% and will do counter damage and put mark of counter to the enemies that attack her. Next is her technique. Her technique is also quite good for my opinion. When you use it, the chance of Clara being attacked by enemies is increases for 2 turns. Make your counter will procs more frequently and plus make your team safe. Next is about her traces. To be honest, every single traces she has is really good. The first traces is called Kinship. When attacked, there's a 35% fixed chance to remove a debuff placed on them. The second one is called Revenge, which will increases a Svarog counter damage by 30%. The third one is called Under Protection. The chance to resist crowd control debuff increases by 35%. This traces is really good when it comes into Pure Fiction or anywhere, because each traces will make her kit more reliable and better. Now let's talk about her Eidolons. First of all, I suggest you, if you can manage to get an Eidolons 1 for her, then you must build her right now, because her Eidolons 1 will change her a lot and maybe the best one among all of her Eidolons. Her Eidolons 1 will not remove the mark of counter when you uses your skill. So everything you do with Clara will get 30% more damage to the enemies. Of course, it will make Clara's damage even higher. The rest of her Eidolons is fine, I think, but the first one is the best one. Okay, since we are got so many destruction Lightcones right now, you actually can put so many Lightcones choices on her. Something irreplaceable, her signature Lightcones, is actually pretty good because it will give you more attack and you can get healed every single time you defeat enemy. But if you need some critical rate or critical damage, you can also put I Shall Be My Own Sword from Jingliu signature Lightcones or Brighter Than the Sun from Danhang signature Lightcones. It's your own choices. Now let's talk about her relic sets. Like I told you before, actually before an update 2.0, the best relic sets for Clara is using 4 sets of champion of streetwise boxing. But since we got a new relic set that much better for her, then you should put 4 pieces of the Ash Blazing Grand Duke. The 4 piece of the Ash Blazing Grand Duke is definitely best for Clara, even better than champion of streetwise boxing. Since Clara will always use lots of follow-up attacks, then increase 20% of follow-up attacks really helpful for her. The 4 set pieces of the Ash Blazing Grand Duke will give you a bonus for 48% more attack when you do follow-up attacks. Inner Salsoto sets for her ornament is the best choices you can get right now. It can increases your critical rate by 8%, and when you reach 50% critical rate or more, it will increases your ultimate and follow-up attack damage by 15%. I think no need to explain more about this ornament since it's already pretty clear that this one is the best for Clara. Clara can be built either with attack feat to increase her own follow-up attack damage or speed to act more frequently. As for her robe ornament, use attack if you have Ting Yun or Huo in the party. If those characters aren't in the team, Clara can use energy regen robe to easily access her ultimate. And now we will talk about Clara's best team composition. To be honest, there is a lot of combination right now since so many characters been released till update 2.0. But Clara is actually can be used as a hyper carry team. She can carry the whole team to defeat all enemies in the battle. So what you need is just good support and healer because she will get attacked a lot. The first thing I recommend you to put is Ruan Mei with Bronya or Ruan Mei with Sparkle to make her damage is more insane. But do not put Bronya with Sparkle because you will make her too fast and will not make her kit work properly. So you can put the combination like this. The first thing is Clara, Ruan Mei, Bronya or a healer. And the next thing is Clara, Ruan Mei, Sparkle and a healer. Or you can put Clara, Ruan Mei, Ting Yun and a healer. Either way is fine as long as you put many support to back her up. Okay, should you build her now or do you think she is worth it? Let's break down about her. Pure Fiction mode made her kit works well on there. While she is doing tons of damage, she also can protect your team. She can be your hyper carry team, means you don't need another DPS or sub DPS to work. But she also has some cons with her kit. She needs a lot of investment to use her well. She needs a good attack, but she also needs to be good at defense too, since she will get attacked a lot. She needs to put with a lot of support to make her counter work well. So that's everything about Clara. How was it? Do you think Clara is better now? Please leave your comment below. Thank you for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next video. Bye bye.